going on, everyone, and welcome back to another Transfer Tuesdays where we talk about the latest transfer rumours and talks. So with no further ado, let's get into it. So first up, we've got Dalot on loan at AC Milan from Manchester United. Milan want him. He's done well since he's gone there. I was pretty impressed against United in the Europa League when he played for Milan against us. I wasn't sure if he was going to be involved, and I don't think he was outstanding, but I think that he did a good enough job. And I've been saying for a while now that I feel that we should be having him back at the club as a backup for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. A lot of people don't rate him, but you can't play for Porto if you're not at a certain level, and he come from Porto. So for me, I would give him more of a chance, and he would definitely be back at the club if I was in charge at United as a backup, if anything. He's done well at Milan, as I said, and they want him now. He's been on a season-long loan, as I said, and he's done very well. So Milan are interested in him, and they're looking to offer about 12 million for him. So Dalot from United potentially to AC Milan on a permanent. That was from the Daily Mail. Next up, we got Traore at Wolves. Liverpool have been linked with him. There's been talks, obviously, I think in the last window, United were linked with him, Adama Traore, and he's a powerful dude. I heard that he could have played American football, and he picked football instead. So, I mean, you can look at him and he definitely looks like one of them running backs that they've got. So, look, the guy is full of power. He's fast for his size as well, because you've got to remember that all that muscle weighs heavier than fat does, but yet he's rapid. He's more of an old-fashioned type of winger, despite the size of him, and he gets on the outside of his man and whips that ball in. So I definitely like him. I think he is a bit inconsistent, but he's not always in the team, so that doesn't help either. The only thing that would concern me is he is a little bit injury-prone. But I think it's still worth taking a shot at him for some clubs. And Liverpool are linked and interested with him, apparently. 45 million is what I'm hearing, so that could be interesting if he does go to Liverpool. Obviously, they got Jota not too long ago, and Mane and Salah haven't really been at it this year, and if one of them are maybe looking to go, like, they're going to need players in on the wings. I mean, the way they play as well, their system, a lot of it is through their wing, so I wouldn't be surprised if that happens, but I think there'll be a number of clubs interested in him. So Traore potentially to Liverpool, 45 million. That was from SB Nation. Sports Mole, this one's coming from, and it's Wijnaldum at Liverpool. Been offered a 3-year contract from Barcelona. Obviously, there's been talks and that Barcelona have been interested in him for quite a while now, quite a few months that I can remember. And his contract expires at the end of this year with Liverpool. I think he'll go. When I first heard it, I was like, why would he go to Barcelona? Because, you know what I mean, Liverpool are a far better team than them right now. And he might win more league titles or whatever, but Barcelona are even struggling in the league right now, and they're not the team they were. And Messi's probably coming to his end right now, or in his maybe his last 1 or 2 years there, and Messi might even move. So, and Griezmann didn't do it when he moved there, so it's not really going to plan for them right now. But I could see it happening because I think Liverpool have gone on a bit of a downfall right now with the injuries, and I just think that he would like that experience of playing for Barcelona at the Nou Camp and saying it, because it's still a massive club. Look, they're going through a bad patch, but they're still a massive club, and I think he would like to say when he retires that he's played for another big club. So I could see that happening, and they're offering him a 3-year contract, 8 million per year. So I could see it happening. I think if he doesn't go to Barcelona, he will go somewhere else, maybe Bayern Munich, someone like that. He's a quality player, though. I feel like he's very underrated when he does play at Liverpool. Chips in with important goals in high pressure moments, and he's one of the guys that goes under the radar but turns up more often than not, I think, but doesn't ever really get the praise. And I used to watch him when he was at Ajax, and I was impressed with him there. So I could see that happening. As I said, I wouldn't like to see him go because I like watching him. I think he's a very talented footballer, offers a lot of quality, holds the ball well, and he can score goals as well. So, and I think he's got very good football intelligence, so positionally. So I think he'd be a bargain, to be honest, if they can get him. So that's Barcelona with a 3-year offer on 8 million per year for Wijnaldum. This one's coming from Goal.com, and it's Konate from RB Leipzig. Liverpool are also interested in him. Konate have also, there have been talks, rumours that United are looking at him as well. But we're doing better than Liverpool this year. But over the last few years, most players are going to go to Liverpool just on Champions League trophies and the league. Do you know what I mean? It's more incentive right now, and it's horrible to say that as a United fan, but it's the truth. And look, it would help if we could have another season next year where we do better than Liverpool, and the season's obviously not finished yet, but we need to start building that as Manchester United again. So, Konate at Liverpool, I wouldn't be surprised. Obviously, they've got Kabak, who's come in, but I think he's been one of the flops of the season, to be honest. I think Werner is number one, and then I'd put Kabak probably. There was a lot of hype around him when he come in from Schalke, and from what I've seen of Kabak, he's looked average, if I'm honest. So Konate, it wouldn't surprise me if he does come in, because I don't know how long Van Dijk's going to be out, but it's not looking like it's going to be any time soon that he makes his return. And obviously Gomez is out as well. And they're struggling, so I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. Not sure of the fee that's offered in that, but would not be surprised if Liverpool get him. Liverpool and Chelsea seem to be very on the money when it comes to getting players in when they need them, so I wouldn't be surprised if that does happen. So that's coming from Goal.com. Liverpool in for Konate at centre-back. And then lastly for this week from HardTackle.com, we've got Firmino. Atletico Madrid interested apparently. Obviously, they're not sure how long Suarez is going to have left in his legs. Not sure how Suarez is doing there. I don't know if he's happy at Atletico or not. I don't really watch La Liga. Don't really watch any other leagues, to be honest. So I don't really know what his situation is, Suarez, at the moment. But obviously, he's getting on a bit now, and Firmino is younger. Very different player, I think. They link up play is quite similar, how they bring other people into play, but I think Suarez he offers a lot more goals. But Firmino, if you took him out of the Liverpool side, even though they haven't really been doing it as a squad this year, they are a different team and they do struggle without Firmino in there. I do think he is a vital part of that team, just in link-up play. Yes, he doesn't offer the goals, but he offers the link-up play, and I think that they play around him a lot, and he's a very underrated player, a bit like Wijnaldum, even though it's different positions. So that's Atletico Madrid, rumoured to be interested in Firmino, and they're willing to offer 55 million. So it's quite a bit of money. I think in terms of what he offers outside of goals, that's probably a bargain. Like, he's very good on the ball. He's very good at hold-up play. His technique is spot on. If he can add a few more goals, most teams would want him. But it depends on the system of what that team wants. So would he suit Atletico? From what I'm hearing, he wouldn't, because I'm hearing that they're like a Spanish kind of Burnley right now in terms of their system under Simeone. Like, they're playing long ball football apparently. So, and that's very strange to hear, especially when it comes to Spanish sides. So I don't watch them a lot, but what I saw of them against Chelsea, they looked pretty average, to be honest. And considering the players they've got and names that they got in their squad and on the team sheet, that's quite surprising with the system they play. But so I don't think he would suit that style, because he's in a fast-paced team at Liverpool. They play high pressing off the ball, constant energy, good on the ball, good with passing, and it's quick football. And I don't see that from Atletico, so I don't think the styles match. But they apparently have been linked with him, and there's talks that it's not all rubbish talk. So Atletico Madrid, 55 million apparently for Firmino. So I don't think that one will happen. So just to go over him, I think Dalot, there's a massive chance he will be at Milan. I would keep him though as a Manchester United player, just as backup until we get someone else in. I would keep him, but I think that he will go to Milan. Traore to Liverpool. I wouldn't be surprised if it happens, but I don't think it will. But it wouldn't take me by surprise. Wijnaldum, I do think will go to, if not Barcelona, someone else, which is a shame, as I said, because I do like watching him, but I do think that he will move on. Konate to Liverpool, I think would happen and probably will. As I said, they're very productive at getting players in when they need them. So I think Konate, if he doesn't go to Liverpool, he might go to Chelsea maybe or someone like that. So I do think he will move on as well. If not Liverpool, then someone else. And Firmino to Atletico, I personally don't see happening, but maybe he will. Maybe he's had enough over here now, and he'll want a change of scenery. So that's it for this week's transfers, guys. I'll be back next week with another Transfer Tuesdays. Have a great week and a great weekend, and I'll see you guys next week.